every year, but help is available because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to want to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah, Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action and nothing but that action. And I want all the smoke. Who wants the smoke today? Salute To all my brothers and sisters on the front lines, the marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in radio land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful conversation for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Thursday, April 9th, 2026. Hey, look, I got an update on the woman that reached out to me, 52 years old, living in, I guess this is on the south side, Olga Apartments. And I got an update for y'all today. I just spoke to her today before I came in. But before I get into the story, who we got in the chat? Who do we have in the chat today? We got Kawanda in the chat. Salute Kawanda. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real. Salute King. Jeff is in the chat. Lori Patterson in the chat. Barbara in the chat. Jeff. Reginald, I see you, Reginald. You usually get in there a little late, but you're in there on time today. I see you. Josh is in the chat. Zay the Shay, what's up, Zay? I see you. Hey, look, thank y'all for joining the show today, but I got to get to the situation. SC, I see you in the chat. I got to get to the situation right here because I talked about the letter I got from this 52-year-old woman, disabled woman, and now I got a little bit more detail, and I got some pictures. I'm not going to show these pictures. I got some pictures in my phone right now. I'm not going to show the pictures. But I know that law enforcement got these pictures. Now, this woman says she moved here from Texas to Milwaukee. And I'll give y'all a short paragraph from the letter I got yesterday. I'm going to give y'all a short paragraph. Dear Tory Lowe, I am a 52-year-old disabled individual that lives in an apartment ran by the Milwaukee Housing Authority. And I have been being sexually abused by a maintenance person in my building since I moved here from Texas October 2nd, 2025 until January 21st, 2026. Now, I talked to this woman, and I had to do my due diligence, but she sent me the picture from her Roku camera, Truth Nation. She sent me the picture from her Roku camera, and they got the guy on his knees in front of her with his hand between her legs on the upper thigh. And it's a Hispanic male, supposed to be a maintenance man. And she said that this was going on for 4 months. You know what? I probably should show this. I wasn't going to show it. I wasn't going to show this, but like I said, I guess the police got it. I guess, you know what? Here, I'm going to send this over to you, Andrew. I'm going to send this over to you, Andrew, and I guess, this is disturbing. If this is what's happening to the disabled and something that's ran by the Milwaukee Housing Authority. And she said she reported it to the police. And now it's crickets. And they even saying that they don't even know his name. So is he undocumented? Is this person undocumented? How do they not know his name? They know he worked there. How'd he get a check? Or was he getting a check? It's so many things to unfold from this situation. But I'm going to show y'all this one picture, Truth Nation. And this is from the Roku camera. Once again, If you're watching as we broadcast live, we gonna put. Let me know when you're ready to put the picture up. He getting it together. But this is mostly Hispanic. This is what she's telling me. Mostly Hispanic. And the name of the apartments, OLGA. Olga, OLGA Village Apartments. OLGA Village Apartments. Now this is where the maintenance man was doing the dirt. If you watch this, we broadcast live. Look at this. Somebody look at this. Look at this. This is supposed to be a maintenance man. You see the wheelchair. If you watching this, we broadcast live. Look at she get in a wheelchair. She handicapped, and she disabled. She got a disability. She got a lot of things going on, and she's Islamic. She is Islamic. She's Islamic, and so here go the picture right here. This man is in the apartment with his hand. Look where his hand at. Y'all see this chat? Y'all see where the hand at? Now, if you're coming over there to do some maintenance work, I don't think this was on the order. I don't think this was on the order at all. And if she called the police and they seen this picture, what's going on with this? What you got to investigate? There go the sexual assault right there, allegedly. There go the sexual assault right there. I had just played. I mean, allegedly, this is because I guess they investigating it. So I got to throw the word allegedly in this till they can do something about it. But y'all tell me, is this if the police got this picture with his hand by her area, squeezing on the top of her thigh? What more proof do you need that something went left in this situation? Somebody said those Olga apartments around South 7th Street. The cover-up is thick in Milwaukee. See, this is why I don't listen to people when they talk about all this other stuff. This is what I get every day. I have to deal with folks calling me when the system break down. So allegedly this maintenance man came in there to fix something in the apartment, and he started to get in the space where now he on a Roku camera with his hand by the upper thigh of this disabled person that's got a lot of things going on with their health, and he's squeezing on her. Now, this is just one picture that I got. I got some more. But I'm sure that if she made the police report, that the police got these pictures. I'm interested. I'm interested in how this is, what this all is supposed to be. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee. You can also safely get rid of hazardous household items thanks to MMST. Drop off your items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. We're talking things like all antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, and pesticides. Sign up now at ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Sub, and Waste Management.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
The experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, you can't break my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause my enemy can't kill my spirit. They can't kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Feeling myself two-step, then I do my dance. Advocate, take the charge, play your hand. All white like a swan, stepping with the sauce. With the pepper in your step, guess you should've brought the sauce. Cut the check, say the truth, know I'm feeling better. I need to go to therapy and we could go together.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about this situation that's in Olga Apartments. I think this is on the south side. Somebody in the chat said it was on South 7th Street, where a black woman that was allegedly assaulted by the maintenance man, sexually assaulted. She's claiming she filed a police report. Matter of fact, I got the screenshot of the case number of the filed police report in my phone right now. And she goes on to say, I forgot to mention allegedly that, I'm saying allegedly because it's still, when they investigating, you got to say that. But she goes on to say, I forgot to mention that I also have text messages from the maintenance guy allegedly expressing that I didn't want any problems or anything because I liked my apartment. I just moved in. So I'm gonna have to get her on the show once I get a little bit more. I'm waiting for one more thing before I get her on the show. I'm waiting for one more thing before I get her on the show. And then we gonna have her tell what happened. Because it's so much, this has been going on for a while. And 8267 says, hey, Tory, why did she allow this to go on for 4 months? And I asked her that same question. And she said that she didn't want to get kicked out of her apartment. I guess she was in fear of losing what she had. She's has some mental health. She's disabled. And, when I talk to people that when they get sexually abused and they feel like the person has power, that person may have a lot more power, and many times they don't. It's just fear.
A lot of times people use certain tactics when they do these kind of things to try to make the person believe that they're going to lose what they have if they try to speak out. I remember it's kids that I had to talk to, and I said, these they were being assaulted, and they were told that somebody was going to kill their family members, and if you need to keep this a secret, because if you tell, they're going to do things and do all this extra stuff to them, and so it took a second for them to really come out and tell it. So I ain't never been sexually assaulted, and I ain't never been scared of nobody, so I don't know how that feel or to be in that space, especially as a female, especially being disabled, especially being in a wheelchair, restricted movement, and just being in a space where maybe she can't afford anywhere else. So I'm not going to say I know how that feel. So at the end of the day, Truth Nation, what I'm seeing is that she said she reached out to different ideas, and when she come on the show, I want to know who all did she reach out to before she came to me, because I asked her, how did you know to come to me? She said she listens to the show, she follows me on social media, things like that. So, okay, how do we get here? So I'm still doing a little bit more digging to try to make sure that I understand exactly. I mean, give me one more day. That's all I just need one more day, because I just got it. I just got it a couple days ago. So I need to do my due diligence before and make sure that she's in the right space before, she starts to get out here and start telling her story. A lot of people just rush them on and get them out here, and then next thing you know, they don't have no back end. And I ain't never did that. I ain't never did that. Not even when I had social media and people was going viral all across the country. I never did. I made sure that I had to do that full circle look at it before they did that. Plus, she said that she went to the media. She tried to take this story to the media. She said she took it to the media and they didn't call her back. So it ain't like she didn't reach out to the media. So usually when people screaming for help and trying to get some relief, I'm usually not the first idea. I'm the one when all else fails. So they coming to me after they done went through all of the proper channels. So we gonna see. And this finna go all over the place, because I'm gonna tell you right now, from what I heard, and I'm not gonna say everything that I heard, but from what I heard, this crazy. Put that picture back up. Put that picture back up for those that's joining the show. They told her, from what she told me, that they don't even know his name. Like, how do you don't know somebody that's a maintenance man? How you don't know their name? They've been working there. Ain't even. She don't even know his real name. He could have gave her a fake name. And I'm just gonna say this: is he undocumented? Is this person undocumented? I would need to know that. Is he in this country illegal? How you got a maintenance person and she coming to y'all for help, but yet y'all trying to not give her the service, or she feel like she's not getting the service that she needs as a woman that's claiming to be sexually assaulted by an employee? That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, somebody said put the picture back up. Just do it one more time. I mean, y'all can chime in the chat. If y'all want to chime in, y'all, if y'all got any, I'll take a few calls on this before we go to the Pop Culture Report. If you want to call in, 833-212-1017. Hey, I'm still trying to dig through it, so I don't. We all just kind of walking through this together. But I know I look at this Roku picture. Look at this man. This I got a couple more, but this one is the one that I'll show for now. He got it. He this is why I say when you got people in these mental health positions and disabled positions, this is why I've been playing these stories of people being sexually abused that's in these situations. This is why you got to have cameras around. Like, this is why you got to make sure you got cameras, because a lot of people know that they can take advantage of people in these situations. And it goes on all the time. This is not even the first time that this happened. It's probably the first time I got a case like this in 2026. But this ain't my first rodeo with stuff like this. I just know to work it through the proper channels and try to see basically, why the police haven't responded. I'm trying to see why the police haven't responded, and I know they saying it's under investigation, but what do you got to investigate if you got the maintenance man with his hand on the top of her thigh right here on the picture? And she's scared. She says she's living in fear. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this. This Brewer said her case is slam dunk. Barbara says, put the picture, why was out of her chair did she let him in? I think he was the maintenance man, came to fix something. I guess he was claiming to coming in with the toolbox, but what he was trying to work on wasn't even on the order. Brother Hayes says that picture tell the whole story. You can see the disability in the picture. You can see that she got a wheelchair, she got a walking chair. You can see the maintenance man. He got the vest on. He even got the walkie-talkie. He maintenance because he got the walkie-talkie. And look where his hand at. Okay. All right. Hey, this ain't right. Whatever going on right here, he know he ain't right. Why you come in to fix something and then trying to come in to get something? Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Need a quick, delicious way to fuel your day? Try one of our new protein power plays from Cousin Subs. Power ham, power turkey, power club, power tuna. 4 craveable 5-inch subs on freshly baked Italian bread. Packed with protein, up to 33 grams. All for just $7.99 for a limited time. It's the flavor you love with the fuel you need. Grab a protein power play in store, online, or on the Cousin Subs app today. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
This True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Boston Red Sox took advantage of 3 walks and 2 infield hits to score 3 times in the 3rd inning on Wednesday to beat the Milwaukee Brewers 5-0 for the first back-to-back wins of the season for the Sox. Despite the loss, manager Pat Murphy is proud of Shane Durhan's Major League debut on the mound.
I thought he did some good things, but you can't walk. I don't know how many do you walk, 5 or 4?
The Crew get the day off today before starting a 3-game series with the Washington Nationals. And a triple-double for Jericho Simmons wasn't enough as the Milwaukee Bucks fall to the Detroit Pistons 137-111. The last home game for the Bucks is tomorrow night against the Nets. They finish the season Sunday against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wisconsin Badgers men's hockey team takes on North Dakota at 4 p.m. today in Las Vegas in the semifinals of the Frozen Four. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Word on the street, Tory Lowe for the people. 40 acres and a horse for the people. And it's mine, life short for the people. Black Hawk down, he reports for the people. If he ride on the beat, it's gonna be a little lethal. He'll at his feet, he the ghetto Grim Reaper. Bird box down, no one saw, no one seen her. Asking about the gunshot sound, what's the meaning? Riding around the town, where it's from, where they keep her. Eastbound, upper echelon in the beamer. Rodeo around, fuck with me now.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Look, Truth Nation, we got the Pop Culture Report with Andrew. Andrew in the studio. Wow. Something just took place, and Andrew, he got it together. But Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation, brought to you by Tory Lowe and Andrew in the studio. Wow, Andrew. We got a lot to cover in this Pop Culture Report. Did we catch that one?
We did.
Okay, good.
Me and Lamar Odom are going to have a lot in common.
Yeah, you and Lamar Odom going to be hanging out after this Pop Culture Report. Lamar Odom got a Netflix documentary out here.
Yeah, Tori, so...
it's terrible.
Let's get into it. So Lamar Odom, watch Untold, The Death and Life of Lamar Odom. Which already, you don't love to see that. You don't love to see death coming before life in the name of a documentary. But he was on NBC's morning show this morning talking about that documentary. Let's play a clip.
Yeah. When you see that clip, even just the short piece that we just showed.
Well, the picture with me in the hospital probably hits the most, but I overcame a lot.
You did.
Yeah.
You've overcome a ton. In the documentary, you say that basketball solved some of your problems. You grew up right here outside of the city in Queens, but it also created them. Mm-hmm. How can you explain that?
Well, I was, really good in basketball, at a really young age. And, with people, places, and things like change, and a lot of people come out of nowhere, try to latch on to you, and I didn't really know how to handle all of that.
Yeah.
I feel like the documentary does a good job of kind of giving us a timeline and giving us the backdrop to your success. And so by the time you met Chloe and we see, the swarm that was always around you and you guys decided to get married, I think you said 30 days.
Yeah, we got married in 30 days.
In 30 days.
Yeah.
And
she was 24.
Yeah, and right there, Tory, might be part of the problem of Lamar Odom's life and to this point.
It seemed like he went downhill after that.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, huh? So
after dating a Kardashian.
So for those that are not aware, Lamar Odom played NBA basketball for a number of seasons, won a couple championships for the Lakers, and everything started kind of falling downhill for him in like 2012, right after they won that title in 2010. He gets traded to the Mavericks. He marries Khloe Kardashian, and then all of a sudden, drug use starts coming in his life, and it gets all the way to the point where in 2015, he's hospitalized for being in a brothel for allegedly months doing illicit drugs and everything else. This documentary is kind of encapsulating all that.
No, but I saw this on Netflix. I didn't want to watch it because it doesn't have any relief in it. It's like watching a train wreck without a happy ending to it. Like, what is the happy ending? Sometimes when I look at Lamar Odom, I'm surprised he's alive. They said he had like so many strokes, so many heart attacks from using drugs and living his hard life and this LA lifestyle. And then, when I don't want to see that in the documentary. I mean, he got 2 championships, but then this whole collapse. And you see a lot of these basketball players and football players, they hit a total collapse in their career. You would think that they're on top of the world. They got money, but I'm starting to realize that that's not enough. Like, many times that ain't even enough. And now we got this documentary with Lamar Odom. It's mainly about him crashing.
Yeah, this is the crash and burn version of his life, too. And it stinks, man, because, I liked Lamar Odom as a basketball player. I liked watching him. He was great on the Lakers. And it was sad to kind of see this, his whole life fall apart. But you're right. There's nothing at the end of this documentary that's going to make you think, oh, he figured it all out. I think we were talking before air, and we were saying, it's not like he went and joined, a missionary. It's not
right. It ain't like he turned his life around. He going around helping young NBA players deal with the game and hopefully don't mess with a Kardashian or something like that. I don't know. But it's just I don't want to watch this meltdown because that's all this is. It's all melt. We don't get a happy. I don't want to watch it. And this was just me. When I saw it, I saw Lamar Odom had some on Netflix. I was like, I'm not watching that.
But you know what's crazy? I think a lot of people are the opposite of you. And they're going to watch this just because they want to see somebody's life fall apart. They want to see somebody whose life is worse than theirs, that had everything and lost everything because they never had anything to begin with,
This is my opinion. I believe that he can't afford the lifestyle. He didn't snorted up the money or he didn't gambled the money or he didn't pay women the money. Now what you need is a comeback, and they said, okay, let's make this documentary, get some money from Netflix and try to get you some money in your pocket, because that's what this looked like.
A money grab.
You got a tragic life. You got let's sell it. And the mother of his kids is a Kardashian. They walk around with camera crews all the time, and she's in it. And they can make it theatrical, and they sold it to put some money. This looked like he needed some money in his pocket to me.
Yeah. You do this type of documentary, Netflix gives you a check, and then that check immediately goes to probably a bunch of other people.
Right.
He might not see a lot of money.
Right. But what is he doing financially? Most people, when they do go this route that he went, they crash and burn.
I will say I've seen him on TV more often because of podcasting and everything else like that than I have in the last couple of years. So maybe that's his next angle is, hey, I'm going to become a media person. I'm going to go on these different shows and do these different podcasts and stuff like that. We've had some people who have been okay, hey, this is a podcast guest, a professional podcast guest. Maybe that's what Lamar Odom will turn into.
Well, 6753 in the chat says, Lamar actually said one time he died and saw Kobe Bryant, and Kobe told him, heaven ain't what you think it is. That was crazy.
We were talking about this before Aaron comes to find out I can't have dreams.
Yeah, that's right.
What we learned.
You said, when we was discussing this, Truth Nation, I was talking to Andrew about it, and Andrew says he don't have dreams.
No, I go to sleep and
he says he just goes to sleep. He don't have any dreams.
No.
I said his pineal gland is calcified.
We need to find out how to fix this.
He need to detox his pineal gland because it's probably calcified. I don't know. Like I dream all the time.
So does Lamar Odom, I guess.
I'm just saying, but see, once again, but I don't know what's going on with him, but he's on, well, he has a history of using hard drugs. And now with this documentary talking about how he tried to live that lifestyle, that LA lifestyle, and then, you know, that big mainstream lifestyle, we're finding out that mainstream lifestyle ain't all that it's cut up to be.
No, he was the first professional athlete that I really remember that went down this road that you just don't come back from. Like, there's other guys who have kind of gone down some tough roads, and they've been able to bounce back. And Lamar Odom just not one of those guys.
Barbara said Lamar doesn't have kids with Chloe.
Okay, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, well.
All right, you want to switch gears and talk about Offset? Now, we mentioned this.
Here we go.
Yeah, we mentioned this the other day that Offset got shot.
Now we found out he got gambling problems. He got debt issues.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Here we go. Now it's all coming out.
Offset is currently working, according to TMZ, to settle a $100,000 debt, Tory, after being sued by a casino in Detroit. The casino says that he took out this line of credit in March of 2024. So now we're going to kind of get a whole picture painted of Offset's gambling habits. His ex-wife, Cardi B, went on Instagram Live and said that he stole one of her credit cards at one point and racked up some debts.
Oh, wow.
Gambling. So, yeah, this is not.
So this is a gambling issue.
Yes. Not looking good for our guy.
I mean, so what is going on with the recent artists going to the casino, losing big, and then pulling other people in, borrowing money like that, trying to pull people in? Do you ever beat the house? They say you can't beat the house.
Absolutely not. You can't beat the house. But the tough part is, Bruno Mars was rumored to be in a giant debt to MGM, and that's why he was having to do all these concerts in Vegas. Offset does not have that luxury, I find, Tory, because now his gambling has gone all across the country. See, with Bruno Mars, it was just in Vegas. So you can owe one guy some money, and then all right, I'm going to perform it off. But if you have money tied up in Orlando, Detroit, Atlanta, Houston, LA, like now it's all over the place. And if you're stealing your ex-wife's credit card to gamble, buddy, there's a phone number for that. You got to call somebody. That's a problem.
If somebody is a celebrity and they have these issues, this is how you know you don't have any real people around you, because somebody that really cares for you, they going to try to, pull you into some kind of help. But when you surrounded by yes people, you know what I mean? Like, give me $5,000 right quick. You know what I mean? Like, somebody should have been around them. And usually these people don't even have people that really can say no around them, because if that person goes against them, they'll just get rid of them.
Yeah, they get cut off. Yeah. And if you're a yes man, you just want to make enough money to survive off of, and then if he wins something, I want my bread off that too.
Right.
Like,
so he's just around people that's feeding off his energy. Now he's going down the wrong path. I mean, I wonder could somebody have caught him early. But people say that you don't even know if you got a problem. Sometimes when people have addictions, you can't help them unless they realize they got a problem.
Yeah, I think Offset going to the hospital might be the red flag that he needs. Maybe this is the thing that says, like, hey, I have a problem.
Did they shoot him in the butt?
That's what the allegations are.
That's what the allegations are, but I'm hearing one side saying he got shot somewhere else, one side is saying he got shot in the butt.
I guess we'll have to wait.
I don't know. Here we go. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At Junior Achievement, students learn how innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship can turn a simple idea into something that changes an industry. With support from Cost Corporation, students are discovering how engineering, product design, and smart marketing bring great ideas to life. From pioneering studio headphones to building a brand recognized around the world, Cost shows students how technology and creativity shape the way we experience music. Learn more at ja.org.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Walk in, capes, turn the cameras. He don't need a mask, just manners. Show up when the block need answers. Turn pain into cheers, that's magic, that's standard. Turn who gon' help, so we got hope, Turn I can't talk, that I won't show. From the courthouse steps to the front row pew. If you speak truth first, he gon' stand by you, yeah. He got
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, we got news right here that Judge Mathis is no longer getting a divorce from his wife. They're reconciling it. I think this is good for the culture right now. Judge Mathis, I guess he kind of dropped the ball somewhere where I guess they started going through a divorce, but it seems like they're working it out, and Judge Mathis is saying that he did everything he could to get her back.
Love wins, Tory. Love
this is
wins.
This that old school love, though.
So he can successfully reconcile with his wife after she filed for divorce last summer. The couple demonstrated the renewed connection during a recent interview on TMZ. They said they're definitely back in full swings. Quote, I think what happens sometimes in life, God has to break you down to lift you up and put you on another mission. Mathis shared, suggesting their experience is something that a lot of people deal with. This isn't something new. He says, as a street kid, I went to jail, came out. I was on a mission to help street kids. I have for 25 years. Now I'm on a mission to help Black love. Huge.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, Judge Mathis, sometimes, people go through the ups and downs, but can they repair the damage? A lot of people say no. A lot of people say, hey, look, you got one time and I'm through. And a lot of the old school people that stayed together, they had stories where, it could have possibly went left, but they held it together. I don't know if people got that kind of patience in 2026.
No.
According to the divorce rate. So give Judge Mathis and his wife a round of applause right quick, because they working on it. A lot of people don't see the value in staying together right now. So this is something where you can see he's saying, look, I'm finna right this wrong. And sometimes you need these stories in the media cycle.
I'm going to do that the next time I step out to her. I'm going to be like, hey, this economy, we got to make sure this works. No, I think this is great. I'm really happy for this. And this is one of those, again, this situation that I think a lot of people can learn from. That everybody makes mistakes. Everybody steps off the curb sometimes. It's about, staying back on the right track.
Well, I'll say this. A lot of people, if you do come back, you're going to get a worse version of them. Now they're going to always give you the side eye.
Cold side of the bed.
And that's why I say, if you take somebody back, you might as well work with them.
Yeah. Well, speaking of couples, so Mathis is able to keep his marriage together. Dwight Howard, on the other hand, was able to keep his marriage apart.
Here we go.
Yes.
Well, I don't think he had a lot of time in this marriage.
No.
I think Judge Mathis had years in this marriage. This marriage was made of oak wood. Like they had a lot of years in this marriage. Now, Dwight Howard, I heard this is probably like 2-3 years old.
Yeah, this is plywood marriage.
Right, I guess it probably from the sounds of it.
So his estranged wife, Amy Lucina, I think that's her name, he has been granted his 100-yard estrangement, right? So he's got a restraining order against her. He's able to keep the kids. This came out on Tuesday, this protective
Stay away
order.
from me 100 feet.
Yes, which is huge because if you remember, she was having a mental health crisis on social media. She's making all these allegations against Dwight Howard, said that he was on cocaine, all these different things. So it's good he was able to get his restraining order. He's able to try to hopefully keep his kids safe from this entire situation, at least insulate them from it.
Well, this is a sad situation because there's kids involved. But at the same time, a judge will give the edge to Dwight Howard. Many times they'll evaluate who's the best parent to have the child, and Dwight Howard has the resources to better provide for the kids. And that usually was never the case. Usually, no matter what, if you ain't got a good attorney, it's going to the woman. They used to tell me Wisconsin was a woman's state. But now you see more men taking and challenging these things and actually coming out with the babies because they have the better resources to take care of the child. So I'm starting to see more men getting good lawyers, and going to court with these situations and coming out kind of on the winning side with the kids.
I'll add to that, too. I think there's a lot of more parents and fathers, especially, who are fighting for their kids. Like, they want to make sure that they have custody or at least part custody.
Well, I'll say this. It was a lot of times where men didn't think that they had a chance in the court, so they would just leave it. Or some of them was just, I don't want to, if I can't be with you, I don't want you or the kids. So that was out there, too. But we're not talking about that.
No.
We're talking about if you want to get some custody or get your rights, sometimes you just got to go get an attorney, a good attorney. Because I learned a long time ago, all attorneys ain't good attorneys. Some of them graduated with a C average and barely got through law school too. So you got that out there too. But if you get a good attorney sometimes and you got the resources, the better resources, sometimes you can get a more positive outcome from the situation.
Actually, I saw a billboard the other day. I was driving back and forth between the Twin Cities and here, and there was an attorney's billboard that said, "I will keep your children." It was a male attorney trying to say, like, hey, fathers, I'm going to fight for you in court to help you keep your kids.
And that's a huge wave of that going on right now. So like I said, it usually, when you talk about people going through nasty divorce, if you don't think your marriage is a business, get a divorce, and have some resources. Have a few properties and things, assets. You'll see if you're trying to get out, it's a business. Because now you got to divide everything up. You got to pay. Sometimes people end up paying alimony things. Women now, I see more women entertainers coming out paying alimony to men, and a lot of people frowning on it. And speaking of that, Offset is one of them.
Yeah.
With Cardi B. So he's trying to hold her in a space where he wants her to pay him now.
Yeah.
So I think that you're seeing men do what you would see what women would do. Now it's not on men or women. It's just who has the financial resources and who don't.
The tough part about that Offset example, though, is it's like, okay, well, right message, wrong messenger, right? Like, that's somebody that I think, fight, get your alimony, especially if you can, if your significant other had made a bunch of money, but also now that he has like a gambling addiction, probably not the right example that not great. Diddy update. You ready for it?
We got a Diddy update.
We got a P. Diddy update. All right. He appeals his conviction. This came out today, breaking news on TMZ. He says the freak-offs were actually amateur adult films, Tory. This is the lawyers talking. They're spinning
So
it.
they're saying that what he captured on video was amateur adult film.
Yes.
Now we know what the P means in P. Diddy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
And because of that, if you remember, it is a First Amendment right. He says it's freedom of speech, the freak-offs. So he's saying, hey, this whole thing is a complete misunderstanding. You should let me out on this.
Okay, so now he's trying to say they found a loophole, and he's trying to say this is what this was, and according to this law, you got to let me out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you got to cut my time.
Pretty much. Now,
and he's appealing it.
The interesting thing is obviously next year, April next year, is when he's alleged to be able to be released early. So we'll see if that actually happens.
Why didn't they use that as a defense in court?
Then, I think he got a better lawyer now.
He was paying a lot of money.
Hey, like you said,
they came out with the verdict. He paid those lawyers. But what I'm saying, he must have was dealing with somebody that was like, okay, I work in this industry, and this is something that you can legally, maybe a legal loophole that you can use to get your time cut short or even get out if it go through.
And you think if you're the lawyer that gets P. Diddy out of jail, Tory, that's going to be really good for business because then you're going to get all of these other celebrities that come through with weird legal situations. And, hey, like you said, sometimes those lawyers that get seized maybe actually are ending up pretty good. They're thinking outside the box here a little bit, right?
Here we go. Well, I ain't saying they can't win no cases.
I'm excited.
I'm just saying you may not want to go to trial facing murder with these people.
All right, finally, the Bucs season ends on Sunday, Tory. If you had to do an obituary, how many words would it be for the Bucs season? Bad. One word.
One word. Maybe next year.
Well, we'll see. We talked to all of our teammates.
It's a wrap.
Here. Everybody around here thinks Giannis is staying. People feel pretty.
Yeah, I did. I got some advice. We got some insiders. We got some people that is around the culture, walking around here, and hey, it's a chance that Giannis could be here, could be staying next season, but it's also a chance that he could be gone.
I'll tell you,
it's 50-50.
If we roll into next season and I'm sitting in the stands and Giannis isn't there, but Doc Rivers is, Tory, I'm going to have some pretty choice words.
Well, recently you mentioned in the interview that Doc Rivers said that he would rather be around his grandchildren or something like that. He made a reference to his grandchildren.
I'd rather him retire as well, Tory.
Here we go. All right. When we come back, we got guests, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Milwaukee business owners, this is your moment. Every Friday at 8 a.m., call in to 101.7 The Truth for What the Business Is. Tell us what your business is, where you're located, and one thing you've learned along the way. What the Business is powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
I won tickets last week on your show to see The Wiz. I just wanted to call and say thank you and say I appreciate you. I appreciate the show. I appreciate the station. That was a core memory that was made last night. The Wiz was an amazing performance.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got one of the frontline brothers in the studio. Now, I've been knowing this brother for a while, since I came home. He was, we crossed paths many times. We kind of stop and talk to each other in crossing paths. You know, when you out there, we'll look at each other, we'll talk for a little bit, but I do see him on a regular basis out here in the streets. And I'll say this, I salute to all of the brothers, but this is the one, Ajamu Butler is in studio. Ajamu does Heal the Hood every year. It's a huge gathering of a lot of vendors, a lot of people in the community coming together to get resources. So salute to Ajamu for coming in today.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me, man. Real
hey,
talk. Hey,
Ajamu, I'm gonna tell you this. It's been I think I came back home in 2010, and the summer of 2011 is when I first saw you.
Yep.
And the Heal the Hood events that you throw, many times on the block, you know, in neighborhoods where, you know, a lot of people say it may be heavy crime areas.
Absolutely.
But you bring the community, the resources to the people.
I love what we do at Heal the Hood. And we call it a block party just because that's going to give it that family reunion type of feel. That's going to, bring the block back together. But Heal the Hood is a culture shift for us. Is being able to not necessarily rewrite the narrative in our storybooks, but write a new chapter in our storybooks. So technically we use it for a large resource dump. As you mentioned, we always have 40, 50 vendors there. The majority of them are resource-based. This year we got health resources, on-site testing, employment resources, home ownership resources, CVI resources. I can keep going on and on. We always have about 1,100 people out there, man, 1,000, 1,100 people out there, and it's a time. And we don't never had no drama. We've never had a fight, a scuffle, none of that at Heal the Hood. And I bless God's name for that, for real.
When is Heal the Hood happening this year?
Yep, so we got the 14th annual Heal the Hood Block Party and Resource Fair coming up on May 30th. It's going to be from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., and we're going to be located on Atkinson from 9th up to 11th.
Okay. Keon.
That's my man's. When he passed away, we said the next Heal the Hood, we taking it right back to Activism. We did it there some years ago. I did move to North Carolina, so we took a pause on Heal the Hood operations last year. But when we brought it back this year, it wasn't even a question about
Hold
who,
on.
what, when,
you
where,
mean
why.
you moved to North Carolina?
Yeah, I live in North Carolina, back and forth.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in here.
You can't put no scratch in the record like that. I didn't know. I thought you were still in this.
I'm here more than I'm in North Carolina.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But North Carolina is definitely the home base. The family is down there. And I bless God's name for my little small
So it was
unit.
by chance that we ran into each other.
Totally. Not even by chance, because I am up here.
I mean, I see you, but what I'm saying is, the last time I saw you, I was like, you got to come on the show
and that was at the
let
bank.
everybody
Yep.
know
And
what
I
you're
think I've
doing.
just been back in town maybe like 2 weeks. I was down in North Carolina for a couple of weeks with the family. My son played basketball, so he's constantly doing AAU tournaments. So anytime I get to shoot down there and whatnot, I'm with the family, but then I come right back here for this work, for this grind. So I don't know. I be telling people I'm finna buy an RV because living back and forth and trying to travel
That's
back and
what I'm
forth,
saying.
it's a lot going on.
That's a lot there. But like I said, we used to dealing with a lot.
For sure. It's pressure, and I'm with that.
Okay, so check this out. When you talk about living in North Carolina, what is the difference that when you because now I can get some references out of you, and I know you've been around the city.
Man,
now you didn't move to North Carolina. What is the difference in the environments?
It's a ton of difference in the environment. For one, obviously Milwaukee is a very urbanized metropolitan area. We got a lot of big buildings. We used to have factories, so we got that type of element. But in North Carolina, you see trees, you see grass, you see plots of land, and that does something for the mental and physical health. One thing that I noticed, especially where we live in North Carolina, I was down there for a few months, and I came back up here. I made it back here late in the midnight hour. I had drove, so I'm probably back here like 2, 3 in the morning. And I sat outside the crib before I went in the house and, settled myself. And I'm just listening to the noise of the hood, bro. I mean, sirens, cars, arguments, loud music, sirens. And in North Carolina, bro, it's none of that. I'm talking about none of that. You could hear a pin drop where we live out there. And we live in the city. You know what I'm saying? We 25 minutes away from Charlotte. We live in a city area. But it's a ton of difference. Even when I hear police sirens, I talk about that often. It's kind of alarming to me. Not even alarming. I don't want to use that word and be dramatic, but it's noticeable. Like, man, I ain't seen a police car in 2-3 weeks. I ain't seen a police car all month down here unless it's a car accident or something.
What is the population in North Carolina?
I don't, don't even let me get to lying about
okay,
no numbers.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, is Milwaukee smaller or bigger? Is it a bigger place or is it more country?
Well, where we stay at down there is much smaller than Milwaukee. Right?
Okay.
It's a smaller suburb, like I said, right about 25 minutes outside of Charlotte. So where we at particularly is much smaller, but we right next door to Charlotte, hop, skip, and a jump.
So are you enjoying the peace and quiet? Is it more peaceful? I'll say this. When I went to Iowa to go to school, I had a culture shock moment. I could hear every cricket in the field.
For sure.
Like, I wasn't used to hearing nature.
Yep.
Over chaos, like you said.
And I love Milwaukee, too, or else I wouldn't even be here right now. Like, I do have a solid love for Milwaukee, but you ain't going to never deny the differences when you really travel. And then I've traveled overseas decently, and when you get to see the concrete jungle versus actual jungles, I'm much more fascinated with the actual jungles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So has that changed you as a person to be living in an environment? Being from Milwaukee, it's tight here. They run it tight here. When I tell people Milwaukee running tight,
what you mean when you say they running tight?
You got to be careful. When you out here and about, you got to keep your head on the swivel.
Oh yeah,
you got to run it tight.
Sir.
You got to, you can't make too many mistakes here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It's you got to make sure that you are aware. Your awareness is right. You got to be on guard. A lot of times when you're out moving around because it's unpredictable. But I think when I say run it tight, that means that you just got to, green don't always mean go. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Here, but when you go out to other places, you don't have that stress.
I made a post on Facebook and a ton of people chimed in just about their experiences living, being from Milwaukee and living outside of Milwaukee. And I talked about like my ability to run to the gas station, leave a car running. There for 5-7 minutes,
You done got bougie.
You know what I'm saying? You can pull up to the crib. I got to run back into the house. Let me pull up to the house. I can leave the car running and go in the house, or you know what I'm saying? And it's very noticeable.
I'm going to ask you this question. You ain't got to answer. You ain't got to answer.
Okay.
You ain't leaving the door unlocked, is you?
Yeah, I mean, leaving the car running.
I'm at the crib.
No, we're going to lock them doors.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to lock them doors.
However, that's when you know, like, you done got too comfortable.
But that's me. Like, I lock the door, but, like, I got family who stay literally 2 minutes away from me. I'm talking about a 2-minute drive. They leave the door open all day.
And that's what I saw when I got out from Milwaukee at different areas. They ain't got crime like that.
No, sir. Even it was a police. I don't even know what happened in the little cul-de-sac
But they said
area.
crime was down, so I guess
we're here.
Yeah, they working on it.
Okay. Oh, is it?
I'm just messing with you.
Okay. I'm like, oh, is it? Well, okay. I'm like, I need to hear that.
I don't know.
Okay. It says down thus far.
I can't tell. I'm just listening.
I'm gonna have to look at the numbers. I don't know. It's rough and tough out here, man. It's rough and tough.
But I remember when I got, and I'm just gonna leave it like this. I went to a gas station in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no supplies out. Ain't no, washer fluid out, antifreeze. They got.
Okay, yeah.
Ain't no items out at the gas. When you get way out in the country, they got the items out there. They got the wood out there. They got everything. Like they ain't nobody trying to grab it and run off.
Absolutely.
So it was like, wow, that's a different level of trust and community when they got products just out, laying out, so you can grab it.
When I was in Jamaica, I learned about community and how they handle the kids. And I'm not going to be too long-winded with the story, but where I stayed at in the grill, I stayed in the hood. I'm talking about the ghettos. We got ghettos in Milwaukee, but I stayed in the ghettos in Jamaica. And nonetheless, one day we went swimming, and it was some young boys, probably about 3 or 4 of them. None of them was no older than 12. They playing in the yard. And then when we went up getting in the water, they got their swimming gear, their goggles and everything, and they jumped in the water. And I asked the brother I was staying with what took them so long to get in the water, because they had been playing outside all day. They could have jumped in the sea whenever. He said, our concept over here, the kids don't get in the water unless it's an adult in the water. And these kids can swim phenomenally. They swim like fish. I mean, they got their like spear guns trying to catch fish and everything. But he said the kids know they cannot get in the water unless an adult with them. It don't got to be your daughter, your son.
And they train like that.
So as soon as them kids seen us get in the water, I'm talking about 3 minutes later, they come running right behind us with all of their stuff. And I learned that you really got to take care of community. It's that village thing as we literally just was talking about. Yeah, man.
I got a theme. It's time to repair the village.
For sure.
It's too many holes. That looks like everybody believing that they can make a change. See, I think that right now, a lot of people believe that only a few people can do something and they're helpless. But in a village, everybody has power.
Got a role to play.
Even if it's to keep the houses up so they can sell them at a higher value. Even if it's to go to school and read to a child so their child can benefit from volunteers. It's the alumni coming back, giving to the school so they can get new stuff for the kids. Like the village idea. And I've seen it happen. I just haven't seen it happen to a certain degree right here in the city of Milwaukee.
And I ain't seen it in a long time.
Right.
I'm a 90s baby. I'm born in 91. And like the community we grew up in, the way men were, really rearing us, in the way women were nurturing on us. And I got a ton of men who to this day, I still call them pops or dad and it ain't even no phony.
That's that strong mentorship.
It ain't no phoniness. I'm like, oh, what's happening, Dad? How you doing today? What's happening, Dad? How you. And I really do mean it. What's going on, Mother? When I say that, I really mean that, because we was raised in a different type of setting. You know what I'm saying? So I do hate that we don't see that nowadays in Milwaukee, and I want so much more of that for Milwaukee. And we try to create that space with Heal the Hood, whether we doing workshops in the schools, whether we in the streets doing our thing. We try to make it so that these babies know that they loved over here. They will be challenged to grow over here, but we going to meet them where they at as well, You
do a lot of spoken word.
Absolutely.
So I told you at some point in this interview, Truth Nation, Ajamu Butler from Heal the Hood, he does a lot of spoken word.
God is good.
I don't know if you still do it as much as you used to, but you was definitely one of the poets that would attract attention with the words that you was using, and you would walk and you would kind of be more of like an MC with the words. You know what I mean? A lot of people just stand there and they just
it's a performance.
You always added the performance element to your poetry as well. I liked that about you. I thought that I thought that was pretty dope, because I was an artist too.
I appreciate it.
I was just in a rock band. I was crowd surfing. I went off with my college buddies and got in a rock band, and I was the rapper. But
okay, I was going to ask what instrument.
I was doing and acoustic guitar.
Man, drop some videos on that. Where can we find it?
It's online, but I ain't gonna direct y'all to it. I don't want nobody to know that version.
Somebody send me that. Ajamu Butler, send me that on Facebook.
They play some of the songs on ESPN. Yeah. So
you lying.
I'm telling you the truth.
I gotta find the videos. I would love to see that.
Hey, look, when we come back, Ajamu, I want to talk about the takeovers.
Okay.
Because I know that you deal with the youth, and I got some questions for you because you do deal with the youth. and how can we get a better idea of what's happening with our village right here in the city of Milwaukee.
Let's do it.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got Ajamu Butler.
Let's do it.
Ajamu Butler from Hill to Hood. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's that time again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean up the city of Milwaukee. Be part of making a difference in our community. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 18th, 8 to noon. Sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and presented by the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District, your clean water partner serving greater Milwaukee for 100 years.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Shaggy, Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, and more. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets at tacoandtequilafestival.com.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. I came from the curb where the gutter speak fluent pain. Rusty hydrants leak memories every time it rained. No cable in the crib, we just stared at the ceiling stains. Plotting on a lick while the sirens played musical chairs again. Grams in the cereal box, razor blade calendar. I was weighing out my future while my teachers used to fail at me. Mama worked 2 shifts till the light stayed amateur, so I practiced on the scale to the numbers.
7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got guests. We got Brother Hill the Hood, Ajamu Butler, in the studio.
What he do?
Ajamu,
yeah.
You work with the youth.
I love them.
You know, you've been dealing with the youth for a long time. When you hear the conversation about the youth today, especially after the takeovers, just give me what your insight or what you think is going on.
So, and it's so much, we're going to need 10 shows to talk it all through. But what I will say is, for one, 2 things can be right at one time. I kind of mentioned that when we were first talking, right? So there's the conversation of youth don't have nothing to do, and so that's why they.
Well, the youth saying that they don't have nothing to do.
For sure. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think there are a ton of amazing programs out here that cater to our babies and whatnot, and there are some programs who have good intention, but maybe they don't have the greatest of impact. They don't have the greatest of deliverables, and that's why I'm big on collaboration. I want to answer your question, but that's why I'm big on collaboration, because I do see so many smaller organizations or nonprofits, you know, kicking off their campaigns, wanting to do this programming for the youth, but it's just like, listen, let's do some partnership. That way you ain't got to start from ground zero. Let's build this thing together. But I digress. I definitely think that we got to deal with the systematic issues that's pushing our babies to feel that they ain't got nothing, to feel hopeless, to feel the only way for them to congregate is to be 1,000 deep at the mall, doing whatever they coming to do. It's so much systematic pressure that we literally don't address. We pointing the fingers at the babies, and don't get me wrong, I'm big on accountability. I'm going to hold folks' feet to the fire. Any of my thousands and thousands of students around the globe that you can ask, they're going to tell you, Brother Hill the Hood going to hold them to it. But I also understand that pressure of poverty. I understand that pressure in the household. I understand that pressure from poor education. It's all of these things that's leading to what we see. So it ain't no one set problem. It ain't no one set solution to the pollution. Do I like to see it? I hate to see it. I hate to see it because the narrative that's being painted of our babies is just that they unruly, ruthless monkeys. That's the narrative that they painted.
That's what they saying in the comments.
That's what they saying in the comments, and they really feel that. They really feel that when people. That's what they saying in the news and all of these other things. That's what we saying about our own children.
What I'll say is this, and this is what made me raise an eyebrow to all of this. If I say we finna do a protest, or we finna get a bunch of people together, the news gonna put the mic in my face and ask me what I'm doing. Why did you gather? What's the reason? So you're telling me the person who posted the flyers, nobody knows who the organizer is. That was the first red flag. Because you got the chaos, but you don't have an organizer.
Correct.
Even Black Lives Matter had organizers, even if they were stealing the money.
And you had to throw that in there.
I know, but they going to jail for it right now. We just got a couple stories of people, misuse the funds, right?
Misappropriation.
What I'm saying is, but at least you got an organizer. Even for the No Kings thing, you got an organizer. So you telling me takeoffs is happening in New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Milwaukee, and they ain't no organizer.
St. Louis. So
that's how I know it's a social engineering idea.
And it's always been that way.
And so I'm wondering what the bigger picture is here. And then I also want to zoom in on what we as a village got to do so we can redirect the energy. Because if they're responding to this, our youth, how do we take something and redirect the energy into a more positive space?
And it'd be beautiful energy, man. I done been out there in the trenches throughout the years, bro, and these big things where kids is all at Sherman Park or at this area or that area. Bro, they really are a time. Right. Now, minus all of the BS, right? We ain't talking about the fighting. We ain't talking about the cussing and fussing and the police interactions. I'm talking about you got them over here, they dancing. These ones over here doing the basketball thing. Folks over here doing that. And it is a beautiful thing to watch young people just enjoy their joy. Right. And so I do think we need to cultivate that piece of that puzzle. As far as what the village need to be doing, I seen a brother, he had posted on there, he said the women need to do more. Then I seen a woman say the brothers need to do more. Then I said,
but they say that in relationship. They've been pointing the finger at each other the whole time.
That's not the solution. That's not how we're going to solve
Before they take over, they was on the internet pointing the finger
at, what?
You need to be a man and you can be a woman. You need to be a woman.
And that's true, though, and that's what I'm saying. Multiple things can exist at one time. So instead of me pointing the finger over here, I'm going to say as a black man, what is my role in this operation, right? You got people who are hands-on with these situations. They're going to pull up 414 Life and all of the different other organizations, brothers and sisters. But then some of us want to play more of a systematic role. How do we get into these schools, these institutions? I do a lot of work with places like St. Charles and super hands-on with the youth that's in it. A lot of work with Vale Phillips Detention Center with the young people that's in there. And my goal is to say, how can I sharpen these babies' decision-making skills? Because I want them to be able to say, maybe this is not the best thing I should be involved in. Because there's certain things, a party to a crime and just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I'm kind of digressing here. But when you talk about that overall picture of how that village need to play its role, bro, we all need to do so much more. So much more.
And I hate when people...
All of us, too.
It's so much...
The church,
all right, I'll say this.
The mosque.
It's so much people, it's so many people sitting back...
The mayor.
Talking about it. But... all we got to do is start saying that, okay, if change is going to happen, I'm going to have to assist that. And if everybody looked at change as a group idea, instead of looking at individuals and saying, why is, a lot of people will bring a problem to me and I'll be like, why didn't you resolve that? You telling me all the details, but you didn't need me to confirm what you could have did on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to believe that we are the change and the change is within us.
And everybody got a role to play. So my daddy always taught me about organizational structure when you're trying to build and do work in the community. He said it's like the body. Every part of your body play a specific role. Our hair play a role, our fingers, our eyes, the spleen, the kidney. Even our eyelashes play a specific role in keeping our vision clear so that we can walk upright and not fall or bump our head. And the minute we say, oh, I'm the heart, I'm better than the lungs, I'm going to stop working today, or I'm finna do my own thing. No, now you done had a heart attack. The minute the brain say, man, I'm tired of running this operation. They think they better than me. I'm finna do my own thing. Now we having some issues going on. So the better we can just get ourselves in alignment, because I would love to see a very universal way that we can funnel all of these young people, because we're talking about 200-300 young people, 400 young people maybe on a good day. How do we funnel them into these different organizations that's out here from the south side to the north side? Now, and
get them around and get them the transportation and get them the support.
That's the next thing I was finna say, because now we got those barriers like that. So where's funding coming from? Maybe it's bus tickets or Ubers, or I don't really know. Like the problem is so complex. I ain't gonna sit here and say I got the answers for you on this show. But I would love if 20 organizations come together and say, we got capacity to add another 15 to 50 kids into our programming. We're gonna remove these type of barriers. There's no membership fees or nothing like that. We just need to get these babies to the programming, and we're gonna run the play from there. How do we build that structure out?
And I think, when I was a kid, I needed a mentor to come in my life. Because I didn't have my moms around or my pops around like that. It was just me, grandma, and granddaddy was, he was, for the first part while I was there, he was in back and forth in Mississippi. Then once he got sick, and then he came home for a more permanent stay. But at the end of the day, like, I needed somebody from the church community to be like, I see something in you. Because it wasn't somebody around to say that to me. I didn't have Tiger Woods' daddy. Oh, he look at that putt. Let me grow this. So I think that this is why the village is important, because it took the village to get me to where I am right here today.
Another thing I'm thinking of too, I just thank God for immediate revelation. The village is tired. Folks is exhausted out here who doing this work, whether we in the schools, in the communities, those of us who are quote unquote leaders or whatever the terminology. We got family dramas and health dramas and finances, and we got wars and rumors of wars, and America is going crazy. And so I also think when we talk about repairing the village, let's take a moment for us as healers to deal with our own healing.
Right.
Because we can't keep on running on either problem is too big for us to keep ignoring our own demons. You know what I'm saying? Ignoring our own wars that we have in our own heads, and we trying to put out the wars that's outside of us. So, I mean, I ain't trying to take it to a spiritual level, but I think there does need to be some self-check and some self-work for those of us in the village. Because a lot of time, our intentions ain't where they need to be, because we dealing with our own.
Well, I agree with this, but all right, I'm going to tell you this. And I was trying to talk to somebody the other day. I was like, healing could turn you into a victim with the victim mentality. Okay. All right. All right, because I'll meet people like, we get on our journey, and you meet them in 2011, and they say, oh, I'm healing. Next thing you know, you meet them in 2026, I'm healing. Like, at some point, the healing got to take place. Like, if we
what they healing from?
But I don't know their perspective of their life. I don't know. But I know we all got scars.
For sure.
I know all, if you was born in America, okay, that's why I don't try to trade stories. You know what I mean? I don't want to trade stories, because we'll both be sitting here for 5 days trying to, won't still have it all done.
I was just talking about that. I call that bleeding on the audience. Right. So as a lecturer, as a motivational speaker, as somebody who does a ton of facilitation all the time, I can't stand when I hear people, and they just come on, oh, this happened to me, and this was my story, and I was poor when I was a kid, and now I got this good 9-to-5 thing going. Like, that's not what we need to. You just bleeding on folks now, and that's not even fun. So we definitely need to address that piece of the puzzle. But on that person who started healing in 2011 and they ain't still trying to get their healing in 2026.
I'm not knocking it.
I'm saying keep pushing for that healing.
But what I'm saying is, you don't want to develop the victim mentality.
For sure.
And it's easy for us to, because of our heritage, because of the history, it's easy to find something and then use that as a way to vent that victim mentality. And so I heal quickly. I tell people I heal quickly. I confront it, because they say first you got to confront that it's an issue. Then you got to do the work that it takes to overcome the issue, which is something that you can only do. It's people can give you great advice, but you have to attack it just like we attack, like, let's say you lose a job. You don't go to the next job saying I'm healing from the last job. You don't say I'm healing because I got fired wrongly. You get in that next job, you go get your hair done, you go and you step into that next job like I'm going to make that improvement.
Story though.
No, I'm just saying.
Because now I'm thinking about myself and the demons that I fight, right, when it's just me and my four walls and God. I got demons I've been fighting for 10, 15 years, brother. I'm talking about rob me of sleep, black man. I'm talking about demons be tearing my head up that I'm going to continue to fight because my life just hasn't shifted in the atmosphere. Psychological, emotional, mental health, all of the things, whatever we want to call that thing, because it's a ton of terms that we can throw out there. But for somebody who has fought long-term battles, I'm just honored to say I'm still here fighting it 10 years later, 15,
I'm afraid to,
20 years later. So it's a blessing that you be able to bounce back.
Look,
but that ain't everybody's story.
I'll tell you this. I'm afraid to turn into a victim because it's so much.
For sure.
Hey, hold on.
For sure.
So one situation could take me back to my childhood. Like, so I called my dad. I talk to my mom now. Like, hey, what y'all doing? How y'all, I don't want to know why the situation ended up the way it is. I just want to know who you is and
checking in,
give me some history. What side of the family? Why? No wonder I got skin issues because of you. I want to know the information so I can pass it down to my children.
That's fair enough.
I didn't want to spend a lot of time trying to figure out who did what. I just wanted to spend a lot of time out. Why am I allergic? Why am I allergic to this?
Yeah.
Because I think that it's more productive to me and them, and then we can build that relationship moving forward. Yeah.
And I agree with that because sometimes I'll have not even a bad day. I'll have a bad couple hours throughout the day, but that bad couple hours then drifted into about 2 or 3 days of me pouting and okay, I'm tired, I'm all of this. And okay, maybe there is some validity to that frustration that happened, but what's the strategy to not carry it through?
Thank you.
And you can still deal with the issue, right, as it's in front of me, just like this microphone, but it's the mindset and the shift of the perspective. So I'm totally with you on that. We got to go into that champion mind frame.
I was just going to say, hold on, Audrey.
I really teach. I got championship coaching
cut me off because I was just going to say something. I was going to say, everybody want the title. Ooh, all right, let me go to break.
Thank you, God.
Because you got to do the work to be the champ. It
take work.
But you can get to the champ. You can be the champ.
We all got it in
But
us.
it take that work. And very few people going to hold the title. Okay.
You got to have that dog in you.
Okay, thank you. So you got to be able to recognize, strategize, and improvise around to get to the top.
That depression will tear your head up if you let it. I've been there, done that.
Let me tell you something. Depression is something that I tell people you got to be careful because when I feel depressed, I go outside and go for a walk. Because the more you start moving forward, your body will start moving forward. It's symbolic. Hey, look, when we come back, we got Ajamu Butler. I want to get some spoken word
we
from
can do that.
We might get some spoken word. I want some art from you, Ajamu.
We can do that. I would love to.
We got Brother Hilda Hood in the studio. We going to get some spoken word.
Let's get it.
When we get back. Truth Nation.
Yeah.
Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Boston Red Sox took advantage of 3 walks and 2 infield hits to score 3 times in the 3rd inning on Wednesday to beat the Milwaukee Brewers 5-0 for the first back-to-back wins of the season for the Sox. Despite the loss, manager Pat Murphy is proud of Shane Durhan's major league debut on the mound.
I thought he did some good things, but you can't walk. I don't know how many do you walk, 5 or 4?
The Crew get the day off today before starting a 3-game series with the Washington Nationals. And a triple-double for Jericho Simmons wasn't enough as the Milwaukee Bucks fall to the Detroit Pistons 137-111. The last home game for the Bucks is tomorrow night against the Nets. They finish the season Sunday against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wisconsin Badgers men's hockey team takes on North Dakota at 4 p.m. today in Las Vegas in the semifinals of the Frozen Four. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Say his name. Tory Lowe. Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring. He already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Ever get Tory Lowe? He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. Hey! From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Ever get Tory Lowe? Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold. If you stuck in the dark, he gon' pull you on. Send him out by
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got Ajamu Butler, Brother Hill the Hood, in the studio. Hey, we've been having great conversations on and off the air. When we go to break, we be cracking each other up. But it's funny because when we get around the brothers that's out here doing the grind, people don't think we all know each other. We didn't all seen each other. Milwaukee's small. We didn't see each other. We didn't talk, But the thing is, the elevation in what we're doing, you can see that, from the time we met to now.
Man.
You can see the ones that are trying to look for that next step, to try to take it to the next level.
When you started in the game, could you see yourself being in radio? Was that anywhere in your vision?
I had a degree in broadcasting, so
okay.
But I didn't think I would ever use it in Milwaukee.
In this lane,
I was one of those people that thought I had to leave Milwaukee. Like I was like, okay, we finna do this for a while, and then if I really want to do a career, I may have to leave. But God, that wasn't in the plans. Yeah. Because I interned at 1290.
Come on, WMCS.
A lot of people don't know that.
Come on, man, WMCS.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So, like I said,
that's real Milwaukee lingo right there.
But I was an intern during the summer there. Running around, going up to Summerfest, moving the trailer around and everything. I was that person.
Yeah.
And then now I got my show up there. Summerfest every year. Doing my show up at Summerfest. So
that's a word in there.
It was what it was.
I started as a servant.
Yeah.
And now I'm hooked.
They had me doing the dirty work. You know what I mean? But that's what you do as an intern.
If it's not enough room for me to do a lap in here, but that's right. It's a word in what you just said, black man. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, look, but I need them words, them spoken words. You talking about a word? I'm gonna need you to clock that T.
That's what they say.
I'm gonna need you to clock that T. I mean, hey, if y'all didn't know, Brother Hill the Hood, Ajamu Butler does spoken word. Phenomenal spoken word artist.
Thank you.
And we got him in the studio. So as a favor to me and Truth Nation, I asked him. When I told him, let's get a time for him to come on the show. That's the first thing I said. You got to bring that spoken word as well, because we got talent outside of our advocacy. Like I do produce movies, I do all that stuff, but most times people come to us for organizing and dealing with the community. But that talent,
and I use it to aid and assist in community. It's what God has given me, and I'm honored to be called and chosen. But before I do this poem, I'm not even gonna do the whole poem. It's like a 5-minute poem. I'm gonna give it some meat from that thing though. But the Bible says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God." I'm positioned to believe that word is spoken word. And so a lot of my poetry is going to be reflective of what we're gonna hear in this piece. But this one is called "Preach, Black Man." Like I said, I ain't gonna do the whole thing, but I'm gonna give us a couple punches from it. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall put all my faith in God and fight to the last breath in my chest. See, life can be hard, lots of drama and stress, but keep your head up and always give your best. See, life is about passing spiritual tests. May God bless the child that has its own. May he show favor over children growing up in broken homes. Sometimes I wonder what hurts more, a broken heart or a broken bone. To all my soldiers in the struggle, you are not alone. We're going to speak a little bit of life in this poem. See, God didn't build us to be financially broke. We were built for abundance, dominion, and authority. The good book says so. We have to be at peace and learn how to let go. Let go of doubt and don't be fearful. Hold hope close to your heart because I do believe in miracles. The doctor said your condition has taken a turn for the worse, but I'm claiming God will heal you. Drink from the living waters, let them fulfill you. Your past does not disqualify you from a future that is fruitful. You may have been hungry, broken, molested, and cold, but none of that killed you. So since you are still here, it's another day to rebuild you. Shake off the dust and reveal the real you. See, God will renew you. I'm going to go a couple more bars because now I'm ready to minister.
Go right ahead.
See, God will renew you. Look back on all that you've been through and ponder on how the devil tried to dominate your mentals, but you are still here. See, when the Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God," it means rejoice in the fact that you are simply still standing, even though times are hard. And some people say, what is God? God is the feeling of your beating heart. God is what you have when you have nothing left. God will give you the willpower to conquer your flesh. What is God? God is hope during dark affliction. God is the willpower of a man who is 10 years sober from his dope addiction. I'm going to leave it right there because I swear to God, boy.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? And I be doing poetry competitions. I'm 8 wins, 10 losses. So I got to get my wins column up. But I got some poetry that's real slick and real competition worthy. But in this moment, God said, just give a little bit of word. So I hope anybody who heard that there's something in there to
let me tell you something. I didn't see you perform, so I know what's in the bag. I know what you're capable of doing. So, and that was a couple years ago. I mean, like I said, as we grow, we know more. And we can add more value.
Yep, absolutely.
And this is where I say when it comes to our community and repairing the village, we talked about the youth, and then we went into the back and forth between the male and female. That's been going viral online for like the last 10 years. They don't even want you to take them out no more. Like now you broke if you go into the Cheesecake Factory. It's just we're setting these goals, these unachievable goals, that's not even good for working together in a partnership.
For sure. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't came across that particular demographic of women.
Okay.
I'm blessed that the women who I have dealt with in my world, they love this movement. They see how God is flowing in my life and they want to support and grow that in me. Whether I had nothing or everything, like they believed in me, you know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that time that we did share together. But I ain't never had this new age type of thing, like that type of, you can't take me here. And I ain't no brokey, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't never trying to just take her to get a 4 for 4, you know what I'm saying? But
what's wrong with that? I mean, like, if I'm on the run, it's whatever we got to eat. I remember when I was in a rock band and I just ate chicken sandwiches.
You talking about being in a rock band.
I'm talking
about dating a woman.
I'm talking about, but let's say they like you and they want to be around. Like, we moving around.
They love that chicken sandwich.
That's what the person that wants you, they don't care what they eat.
For sure.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
But I ain't gonna lie. I think I like to be the type of guy if a woman taking me out and it's all, you want
to wind it down.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm cool with that because I done had that too. Right. But I don't also have here. Hey, let's get some lunch and we're gonna go to the park and put the blanket out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a very simple man sometimes, so it don't really take too much. I'm
simple
like that, but I'm a very simple black man, and I think I attract that as well. You know what I'm saying? Not that you can't come and set that standard for the women that you date, but I ain't dating women who looking for the thrills and the frills of social media.
Simple.
And they ain't no them women praise God. Them women, you know what I'm saying, love their families. You know, them type of things.
So it's so many different relationship styles out here. And I'm starting to see more of people they're holding on to monogamy, but then I see a lot of polygamy, poly ideas going on. Recently, one of the guys in our community a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's poly," and so they was like kind of frowning on it, and I was like, "Hey, to each his own at this point."
Okay, I wonder who that was.
If you believe, I'll tell you during the break.
Yeah.
But what I said was, if you believe in same-sex marriage, then okay, well, let everybody have the love that they want to have then. Because the Bible was taught, I was taught Adam and Eve. And so once they opened up that gate, then to each his own. That's how I feel about it.
No, I feel you. I think when it comes to that love conversation, I ain't worried about who loving on who.
Right.
I promise you that ain't none of
long as they grown and they agree.
As long as they, it's consensual, long as they, they doing good in the world or whatever the case may be. I love the idea of polygamy. Monogamy. I love polygamy too. Don't get me wrong. But I love the idea of monogamy. I've seen some phenomenal couples that's bosses. I'm talking about making boss moves as man and woman, as man and man, as woman and woman. I done seen it all, but I done seen some polygamous couples that's thriving too.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get back. We're gonna run the break, and I want to get your just kind of breakdown.
I know a Puerto Rican woman
on the structure
in North Carolina. She got 3 men, two husbands, and 1 boyfriend. But the thing is, they all kick it together. Right. They all, a couple of them live together. Like
2 husbands and 1 concubine. Hey, look, we come back. I want to talk about this before we get out of here, before we let you go.
I'll show you some pictures.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 101.7thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I got money now.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Halls of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Hi, I'm Greg Fritsch, president of the Center for Veterans Issues, inviting you to get involved in supporting the CVI mission. The Center for Veterans Issues is proud to serve veterans across Wisconsin. Each year, we help more than 1,200 veterans stay housed, find meaningful employment, and connect with the support they've earned. From housing assistance and job training to case management and suicide prevention outreach, our team is here to help veterans build stable, independent lives. If you're a veteran in need of support, visit cvivet.org. Donations can also be accepted at cvivet.org/donate.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1-4. Say your name. Tory Lowe. Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold.
101.
In the dark, he gon'
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. All right, Ajamu Butler in the studio, Heal the Hood. This our last segment before the top of the hour, and
okay,
you was getting into some poly ideas that you saying, hey, look, that's not a bad structure with relationships.
No, it ain't. It ain't. I done seen it flourish.
A lot of people frown when they hear poly because that means I can't have you to myself.
I try to think with a more tribalistic mentality.
Go right ahead.
And a couple of times I can't talk too much truth up on truth.
Okay, well you can.
But
you definitely people that said a lot.
My last situation, they like the idea of being able to say, Ajamu, you a bit much right now. Go, let me take you to your girlfriend's house, okay? Let me take you up over there. Because I got a large personality, bro. I love to cuddle and be up under my woman, and it can be a bit much. And if that's not her personality type alignment, then, but having a secondary, and not even secondary in the sense of this is one or this is two, but being able to say, like, listen, you still need your loving. Mm-hmm. You need somebody to pour into
I'm not going to deprive you.
That's right. I don't have capacity right now.
I'm touched out.
And I'm cool with that.
Right.
I'm cool with that. So I ain't mad at
I'll say this, I think as adults, partnership looks different depending on your journey, your purpose, and your plan.
Partnership is a good word.
You can't squeeze your ideas into somebody else's idea. So maybe that works for them. This works for me. This is in the direction I'm going. This works better. That's the best explanation I heard when it came to relationships. You got to get in the vehicle that's going to be best for your vision and your idea. Yeah.
That's it. And find somebody that's in alignment with that. All right. Cheating and creeping. And I ain't saying I ain't never been a cheater in this world, but at some point I did let go of childish things. I realized that I would rather be much more peaceful and happy and have joy in saying to these two women, hey, Let's all figure this thing out versus, okay, I got to delete this text. Okay, I got to lie and say I'm going on Tory Lowe show and I'm really over here.
Man.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm a grown man, bro.
So when you make,
I'm a grown man.
So when you make that connection, do they get upset? Oh, you know what? You know what I mean? Like, they be like, oh, you know what? Hey, this fire. Let's go.
Times, they done been open to exploring,
right?
And we, built something for the time in which we built something. Obviously, it didn't last, or I'll be here having a different conversation.
Right. Exactly.
And then I do have women who be like, man, I'm not on none of that. But then I have totally dealt with a couple of women who was like, that's a good idea.
Well, I see more women on social media saying that this is how to build the village. But then I also see women say, I ain't never gonna do that. But I do see women saying now, in the algorithm, that this is the way that they want to choose to live the rest of their life.
And I don't promote my lifestyle one way or another. Again, I want folks to do what makes them happy, progressive, peaceful, purposeful, all of that type of good stuff. And I think for my life, I'm not mad if God put monogamy in my life. I ain't mad if he, keep putting polygamy in my life. Do I have a preference? Yeah, for sure.
Right. Hey, I think we all do. I mean, as men, you got your preferences. Yeah,
for sure.
I got my preferences. Like I said, I think when I started out in church, we were taught monogamy. Then as I got older, I started seeing, I had a brother who was Islamic, and he said, man, I can have 4 wives if he could take care of them. I'm like, what you mean? Like, can you explain? Like, so we have to break outside of what we were taught many times, because everybody's not living like that. And I looked at where they was living and where we was at, and I was like, they seem like they have a better structure to what they doing, and we don't even, agree religiously at the time, but I see they were more organized. Yeah. There was a lot of alignment. There was a lot of forward-thinking ideas that was going on.
And I also think, too, it's some cats who done messed that game up. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks is hypersexual.
Right.
They want to have their cake and eat it, too. And it is I've heard it being called a rich man sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get in the game if you ain't taking care of yourself and taking care.
Right.
And that's why I think for me, as a single man, I'm just going to stay in this lane of a single man, because right now I'm so heavy focused on this mission. This Heal the Hood thing.
You can't give all of your energy.
I literally, I can't, and I don't want to shortchange a woman either. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to shortchange a woman, because I be having a lot going on, and I want to be able to provide what I'm requiring. And that's comfort, that's peace of mind right now. Life chaotic is a mug for me, bro. I'm traveling all the time, back and forth. So whatever the relationship structure one chooses, make sure you at peace with yourself before you go trying to find peace everywhere else while you dealing with them wars inside of yourself. Deal with your thing and then come correct. Whatever the structure is, I literally don't be caring about who like who
and you can have dysfunction in anything, because I deal with DV. And I'm going to tell you, no matter if it's same sex, if it's monogamy, man and woman,
black, white.
I got to go in there and get in there and try to move people out of houses when somebody at work, everything. And I done did it for all styles, for all the styles.
Yeah.
In 17 years. And I first, when I get the call on the Tory, I'm like, what? Like, and then as they open up, I'm like, sometimes I just be like, okay, well, this is the solution. Then I'll apply the strategy.
Yeah.
So like I said, but everybody, if they can learn anything from me, do what you feel is best for you to progress with your vision, with your purpose. And if you do that, you'll probably come out on the upside.
That's 100, and it don't get no simpler than that. And find people who in alignment with that goal, whether it's relationship, business, this, that, and the third. If I'm trying to open an auto mechanic store, I'm not gonna connect with the, you know what I'm saying, the corner store.
Right.
They ain't really got too many. I can't align with that. It's gonna be problems there. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give you the last words before we go to break. What do you want to say to those that's listening, Brother Heal the Hood? Let us know when the Heal the Hood event is, and give us some words of wisdom on the way out.
Our motto at Heal the Hood Milwaukee and Heal the Hood worldwide is heal the hearts, heal the homes, heal the hoods. We believe it's a 3-step process. Before we get out here in these trenches, let's look in that mirror and let's get ourselves together. Let's make sure we got intentions on point. Let's make sure our smile is genuine and our heart is pure. Then get your house together. It's a lot of folks who be wanting to dip out here in the community and play a role, but them demons inside their own house is controlling the scene. So let's get that house in order, and then let's get that block in order. Let's get the hood in order. So if you ever see me talking this Heal the Hood thing, I'm talking about healing the hearts, healing the homes, heal the hoods. And remember, y'all, we got the 14th annual Heal the Hood block party coming up. 14 years. 14 years strong, blood, sweat, tears, and prayers and community. But it's coming up on May 30th from 11 to 6 p.m., and it's going to be located over on Atkinson Avenue between 9th Street and 11th Street. 14th annual Heal the Hood. Tap in.
How can people follow you on social media? What's your handles?
On Instagram, Butler MKE. Or you can follow us at Heal the Hood MKE on the gram, or you can add me on Facebook. I don't really be doing like nothing more than Facebook and Instagram, but Facebook, Ajamu Butler, AJAMOU Butler, or Heal the Hood MKE.
Well, thank you, Ajamu, for stopping through.
Church.
When you get close to Heal the Hood, stop through.
I would love to.
Let's get all the details together.
I would love to.
All right. Look,
good conversation.
When we come back, Truth Nation.
Truth Nation.
We'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and Elizabeth Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I enjoy when this week has been a blessing. You know, we had Lance Pitts come in, we had Eric Shake James come in, we had Ajamu Butler come through, brothers that's been out here for years doing that hard work. I told y'all, you know, this show is built on dealing with the community and the brothers that's out here doing some work to try to make things better. And y'all get to hear from them. Y'all can choose to support them or continue to support them. But it's no excuse to say that you don't know what's going on or you don't know, who's doing what. But that's because you're looking in the wrong direction. That's because you following the wrong folks. They got you confused, That's why you got to be careful who you allow to be the leader. Because if they ain't doing nothing, you ain't going to do nothing. If they bought it out, you going to be bought out. And, you got to end the cycle. That's why I say come out, get involved in the activities that's on the front lines, be about that action, and you ain't got to worry about your next move because there's a lot of brothers that's making moves. And if you out there in the mix and you put yourself in the mix, you ain't got to worry about it. Or if you just, even if you can't get in the mix, just support them, whenever you can, to make sure that you help expand what they trying to do. So I had a lot of powerful brothers just so far this week. It's just been blessing my heart that we can have these frontline conversations and talk and have these brothers be in a space where we can support what they're doing out here as well in the city of Milwaukee. So that is amazing for me, and salute to everybody, all the brothers and sisters on the front lines. We got a lot of work to do, but at this moment in time, we need to really honor and be thankful that we got brothers out here that's really trying to do the work, got sisters out here that's really trying to do the work. Now, I got a couple stories I want to get into before the end of the show. And remember, we had the young girl that came on the show that said that she was arrested by the sheriff department, and they handled her rough. Her and her mother came in on the show. And now we got a news article where the same sheriff department sent her a birthday card signed by the Wisconsin State Patrol. Kind of taking a stab at her. She sent me the birthday card. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why would you send her a birthday card? Because why? Because now she's getting attention from the situation, but they don't care. Look, like, let's send her a birthday card. Sinister. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got what they said on the birthday card. Once again, Milwaukee woman received a birthday card signed by Wisconsin State Patrol months after her arrest. I don't know who get arrested and they send them the birthday card. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
Why don't you step out of the car?
No, what am I stepping out of the car for?
I don't need a reason.
This was video Essence Barrow Lee took of her own arrest.
I'm scared.
She said on February 2nd, a state patrol officer pulled her over on the far northwest side of Milwaukee and asked her to get out of her car. When she refused, she says the traffic stop turned violent and the officer broke through her window.
I'm just battling the whole situation mentally.
She was ultimately ticketed for excessive speeding and driving without a registration. Of all the things she expected in the mail after the tickets, this wasn't one of them.
It had confetti all up and through the car, so when you opened it, it was nothing but a mess.
A birthday card arrived in April, signed by Wisconsin State Patrol with no return address.
Wishing you happy birthday. Don't forget to register your car. Get that car insured too now. Sincerely, your friends at the Wisconsin State Patrol.
She said she already had anxiety with the arrest. Her mother said this just elevates her fears.
I am scared. I feel like I'm being followed now. Like, every time I leave the house, I'm checking up and down the street.
It doesn't make any sense.
We asked the Wisconsin State Patrol about the card. The agency said they did not send it, and they believe it was sent from outside of the patrol.
I feel kind of like punked.
Essence and her mother filed a complaint with the Wisconsin State Patrol about the arrest. The agency says it's investigating.
I really want him to have some type of consequence.
As they try to figure out who sent the card, they're left with questions and confetti they still don't have answers for.
I don't know where to go with this, and I don't know what to do with it.
You know what? After we had the family on the show, I remember when the family was talking about what they had to go through and things like that. Somebody came in the chat like the next day and was like, that story you had on your show, you needed to get the facts straight. Like, somebody was mad because they was being vocal about what was going on with the situation with the officer breaking the window. And somebody actually came into the chat. They only made one comment that day. I think it was the next day, because I guess word spread that, and, you can watch the playback on YouTube. I guess he wanted to let me know that, hey, you need to get, and it sounded like somebody who would feel that way if it's not one of the officers involved. This ain't rocket science. Who would feel that way unless it was either the officer A that was directly involved, or his partner, or somebody that was there when this all happened? So whoever sent that card, I would think, was attached to that situation. Now, do it mean that it came from the department? No. But they do know how to, like Michael Mattioli. Hey, I was off duty. I wasn't at work. I'm using my rights as a citizen right now. And I'm going, who got her information? Who the one got her address? It would be the person that wrote the report. Whoever wrote the report, whoever made the arrest, got all her information. You got to take somebody's ID. You got to write up the report. They had all the information to send that card. He just didn't have a return address on it. And he's salty because she's speaking out about it and she video recorded it. And it probably escalated higher than what he ever thought any arrest he have done before her. Because sometimes most people don't record things and whatever they doing out there goes without having light shined on it. Well, she got a video that's playing on the news right now, and he in the video breaking the window of a 19-year-old girl who went out to eat. And, that's just a ticket. That's just a ticket. Like, whatever she did was just a ticket. A traffic ticket. But no, you chose to be Frankenstein that day. You chose to act like a monster that day, and now she's telling her story on the news, and now y'all want to send us little subliminal messages because of your ego. Well, you're a tough guy doing this to a 19-year-old. Whoever, I believe it. If it's my opinion, I believe it came from somebody that was closer to the situation, and that's either one of the two people that was there that night, or the exact officer that was there that night, or one of his buddies. Because ain't no way that she's gonna receive something like that. That's ego. That's somebody I'm upset that she's telling the media what happened and showing this video, and now folks that know who he is asking him questions. He's like, oh, no, she had a bad license and everything like that. That's his story for busting a window and roughing up a 19-year-old that ain't about 110 pounds. And he's probably catching flack for it, and now he's, let me send this, slide, being a little sly about it. That's why I say they need to talk to state representatives. They need to get the state representatives involved, because all the Wisconsin Sheriff Department going to do is say, we didn't do it. It didn't come from us. We can't trace it. It probably didn't come from them. But I believe the person that sent it was involved in this situation. And it's only a couple people on that camera footage. It's probably somebody on that camera footage. That's what I think. And if not the main officer, the one that helped grab her out the car, probably somebody, one of them. That would be my logic on that. But once again, Truth Nation, you got to keep your head on the swivel, because even the sheriff deputies and people in law enforcement act a fool every day. We try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but every time you look up, stuff like this happen. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. Now, I also want to talk about these. They talking about opening the grocery store on the north side, opening the new Century on Milwaukee's north side. We're having a lot of conversation about these food deserts, and when we come back, I want to make sure that we talk about the Century store. I guess the opening has been delayed. But before we go to break, it's about that time.
One call, that's all.
Truth Nation, now is your chance to be our one call, that's all Gruber 5K giveaway entry for today. That's right, you'll be entered in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Office. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Office right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Once again, be caller number 10 at 833-212-1017. And remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we'll be cleaning up the city on the walk. You can also safely get rid of hazardous household items thanks to MMST. Drop off your items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. We're talking things like all antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, and pesticides. Sign up now at ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Sub, and Waste Management.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Sweet Talks Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You look up, they kicking another door. See, I told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Milwaukee Business Spotlight this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and The Truth. In the afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, we'll be speaking with Alicia Green, owner of Tasteful Events Catering, to discuss catering custom food experiences that go way beyond catering. We'll dive into how she got started and what makes her approach different and what she's building right here in the community. Again, that's Milwaukee Business Spotlight this Thursday with Tasteful Event Catering at 3:57 p.m. right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I want to talk about these grocery stores opening and closing, and we gotta. I guess they're trying to pass where grocery stores got to give 60 days notice if they want to, close down. I guess, but the opening. I guess everybody got excited because they're opening a new Century in Milwaukee. I guess it's been delayed. The opening for the Century has been delayed. We got some video on this situation. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
There are still some kinks that are coming out far as accepting, SNAP and things for the federal government. So that's what's holding up the grand opening on that one. So, but this is necessary because we are, as alders on the north side, are severely impacted compared to our counterparts on the other side, on the south side.
No word if that will affect the April 26th opening that's listed on the sign outside One City Food. But we did see some progress, Money, on addressing the food desert crisis during that committee meeting. The committee is sending a couple of legislative actions to the full council for review and a vote. One is a resolution declaring food apartheid a public health emergency in Milwaukee. That term, food apartheid, is defined in part as economic segregation of food access and communities denied access to nutritious food while being flooded with unhealthy options. The other is an ordinance to require licensed food establishments to provide written notice of their intent to close at least 60 days before their final day of business. Some of the council members say some of the recent closures happened with only a 2-day notice for folks in their respective neighborhoods, Blake.
And they was trying to get out of there. They was trying to get up out of the neighborhood. But like I said, this is something that has been going on for a long, long time. I just played some audio from a documentary from 50 years ago, and they was having problems with grocery stores in black communities. So, I think that we got to, don't forget your history. Don't forget the history because it'll start repeating itself. And I don't even want to say what I was about to say, but yeah, just history will repeat itself if you forget about what happened in the past. Have you ever wanted to go back to high school? Have you ever thought that you could go back to high school and live your high school days all over again? Well, we got to head to Minnesota where a man was charged with fraudulently enrolling at White Bear Lake Area High School. He wanted to go back to high school. He tried to enroll. He tried to say he was a minor. I've seen movies about this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some audio and video on this. Let's listen.
New documents now showing Kelvin Lubke facing several felony charges for forgery, accused of providing a foreign birth certificate in order to prove his age. The crime dating back to last fall when White Bear Lake police received a tip Lubke was posing as a 17-year-old. Their investigation confirming he was in fact 22.
This seems like a pretty lame reason to waste government resources to.
The couple Lubke had been staying with then calling the charges tonight trivial, their identity concealed after expressing safety concerns, pointing though to a Liberian birth certificate Lubke's father had given him after being adopted from there.
And so he thought, well, I'm really only 18, so I can still get my high school diploma. And so he went and enrolled in school to do that.
Police say Lubke admitted to also having a birth certificate from the United States, along with other documentation proving he's actually 4 years older. What's more, Lubke was facing charges for showing lewd photos of himself to a 15-year-old 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
The case closed after reaching a deal, but records now show Lubke is accused of violating his probation. The case now reopened, and he could face even more penalties.
After this made national news for a few weeks, I figured that they would have to come up with something.
Wow. I mean, what he thought was going to happen. There's some people that can look younger than who they are. But that's crazy. Like, so you finna submit paperwork to go to school. I mean, red flag, where your parents at? like, okay, do most kids enroll themselves in school? No. Like, that would have gave me a red flag. All of a sudden, you trying to enroll yourself. You 22 years old. You know his parents ain't finna get involved in this. So how did he try to do it? He tried to go up there and submit himself into the school. Well, what happened when they asked to call his parents? Idiot. Idiot. And he have a situation where he's son inappropriate behaviors toward young children. See, they need to have laws for people that's messing with these kids. I'm talking about strict laws, like things, they may need to get that surgery to remove things. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to stop these people from doing all this extra with these kids, but he was so desperate to get back in high school. Did you ever think you would ever get back in high school? Would you go back to high school? If you got an opportunity, would you go back to high school?
Absolutely not. What's there to do? I want to do that. Go take trigonometry again? No.
Sincere Running Ray Real says, where's Eddie's thoughts on this situation? Oh, wow. Also, I want to get over to Georgia. A fight in the Chick-fil-A line leads to a shooting during breakfast rush. They up in there. Here we go. Another fast food incident where people going crazy. I don't know what's in the food. They say this is chemicals in the food, like to preserve the food in the fast food industry. I don't know why it continues to be fights in drive-thrus, inside these restaurants, people freaking out over food items. But, hey, it could be the chemicals in I don't know. But we got some audio and video on this, a fight in Chick-fil-A during the breakfast rush leads to the pew-pews coming out. Let's listen.
They are, Karen, because it happened at 8:20 in the morning. As you can imagine, this restaurant was packed with people. And take a look through here. You can see it all unfolded right in front of the cash register.
It's wild, honestly. I mean, it's sad.
People and police alike.
Shocked.
Surprised at what unfolded at the Snellville Chick-fil-A just before 8:30 Tuesday morning.
There were several people inside.
Two of those people, police tell me, got into an argument.
We're standing in line to order food directly in front of the cash registers.
Then police say the victim got physical.
He punched him, and then the suspect pulled the gun. Once the victim realized that he had pulled a gun, he was turning around running for the door, and the suspect was firing at him.
The victim got shot once, but should be okay. Police arrested 44-year-old Jamal Jenkins in the restaurant.
I don't understand why people are so on edge these days. They're so angry.
I spoke to a man with Chick-fil-A off camera who told me the staff is shaken up, but everyone is okay.
It worries me.
Roger Peacock works nearby and says he pulled up to see police everywhere.
There was cars in the back, and they wasn't letting anybody in here, and there was people walking all over the place at Chick-fil-A.
He says he goes to this Chick-fil-A often and just ate there Monday.
The way people act now, it's not surprising.
Police
yes, you heard what he said.
Put the guns down.
Worth, going to prison for murder or aggravated assault for years. I mean, it's just not worth it.
What is that? What's going on with these chicken biscuits? Wow. Like, it did. This is not even an isolated. It was something that happened around here at a Taco Bell where an employee had to pull out the pew-pew on some customers. But he got away. The judge let him go because it was self-defense. What's going on with the food that people want to act the fool up at these fast food restaurants? They clone Tyrone. The movie tried to tell you that it was something going on with the food, the chemicals in the food. Hey, I you know what? Tomorrow gonna be another place where something at the fast food restaurant. It's dangerous to go out there and get some food now. I remember I was at a restaurant on East Capitol. I ain't gonna say the name because I don't want the restaurant to, or I should, because I got it on video. All right, it was Popeyes. I'm gonna say the name because it was. That's what it was. It was Popeyes. I got a video of it. I'm just standing in line, and then I guess one of the employees got into it with an employee that was no longer working, but she came back, went in the back, and they fighting and the chicken flying everywhere. Like, I'm just saying, like, it could get serious in these fast food joints. It could get real serious. But I got it on video, so it is what it is. It's what happened. Because I pulled out my phone. Yeah, because I'm standing there waiting for my meal. Just a 2-piece and a biscuit. That was it. I guess, look, when we come back, we got to run the break. When we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem, but the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Lion Forge Entertainment is an Academy Award-winning Black-owned film studio that focuses on diverse stories. The company is working on several new projects aimed at younger audiences, and Lion Forge founder and CEO David Stewart II says you might be surprised where he's seeing opportunities with Gen Z.
In some ways, some of this stuff is actually kind of coming full circle. I was just circulating with our team some articles that have just come out around Gen Z going back to the movies, and that's their new interest point right now. So yes, YouTube is growing and a lot of eyeballs are going there to kind of find content, but they want to go to the movies because they want this unique experience that they haven't really had, because they've had the screens in front of them all the time. They've had that on-demand content. So it's interesting how things are kind of coming full circle.
Lion Forge Entertainment won its Oscar for short film Hair Love, a story about a black father learning to style his daughter's hair for the first time. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Boston Red Sox took advantage of 3 walks and 2 infield hits to score 3 times in the 3rd inning on Wednesday to beat the Milwaukee Brewers 5-0 for the first back-to-back wins of the season for the Sox. Despite the loss, manager Pat Murphy is proud of Shane Durhan's Major League debut on the mound.
I thought he did some good things, but you can't walk. I don't know how many do you walk, 5 or 4?
The Crew get the day off today before starting a 3-game series with the Washington Nationals. And a triple-double for Jericho Simmons wasn't enough as the Milwaukee Bucks followed the Detroit Pistons 137-111. The last home game for the Bucks is tomorrow night against the Nets. They finish the season Sunday against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wisconsin Badgers men's hockey team takes on North Dakota at 4 p.m. today in Las Vegas in the semifinals of the Frozen Four. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
On the block by the courthouse, phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side, same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, you be in that snow.
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Joining me as we broadcast live, we got Advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Hey, look, I want to talk. I want to get your opinion on this because months after an arrest, the young girl that came on the show, Essence, she came and she was talking about how the state patrol followed her after she left a restaurant, broke the window. She had the video footage, and they said that the mom, in essence, is now back on the news because she received a birthday card allegedly signed by the Wisconsin State Patrol.
What?
Basically telling her, to get her car registered. This is allegedly because it didn't have a return address. And then when the news went and confronted the State Patrol, they said that they had no idea of who did this. I would go as far as to say it was one of those officers on that video.
I would definitely go right along with you with that, because where else is coming from? I mean, I don't believe in coincidence. I don't.
Who would know her information?
That part.
The arrested officers had her information. They the only ones that was capable of pulling this off.
That part. Absolutely.
So,
but again, like I said, a hit dog gonna holler. Where smoke is definitely fire, and this is another example of when you hear people tell you something, when they speak their truth, believe them. Believe them. She's speaking about it because again, she didn't allow them to just do it. She's speaking out about it, and to me, I think that I would consider that a threat.
Harassment?
Retaliation. Absolutely.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
did it. Because, like I said, somebody came in the chat after her story the next day and was like, you need to get the whole story right. When people say that they hurt, they butt hurt.
Absolutely.
And it had to be somebody close to the situation. And the only people I seen that was really close to the situation was the officer that was harassing her and the officer, it could have been the officers in the video and the one that broke the window. It's only, it ain't rocket science. There's only a couple people that was actually that close to the situation that could have signed that letter.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, we're talking about a young adult here with individuals who supposed to be professionals. So you're telling me that this just out of nowhere?
Hey, it ain't out of nowhere.
No, it's not out of nowhere. Absolutely not. And I wouldn't take it lightly if I was the mom. Don't sleep on it.
Hey, like I said, I gave them some homework to do, you know. So hopefully they taking care of their homework because they really need to get this is the state patrol. They need to get their state elected officials involved in this.
Absolutely. Yeah. The whistle definitely is blown, and people need to be looking into it because, like I stated, I don't believe in coincidences. Like,
And they said her license
it's
was
not.
missing. They said 7285 in the chat says it's funny how they can send a birthday card to her, but not send her license back to her.
Again, when you think about, like I
That
said,
they
you know, it's
mysteriously lost.
abuse of power. Again, anytime any movie you don't watch that has something to do with, you know, dirty policing or them not wanting you to expose certain things that's taking place, because I personally know individuals who have dated individuals that were cops and break up with them, and they wind up getting tickets on their cars all the time or getting pulled over even when they're in the parking lot. I mean, you know, dirty
Looking at
games.
flock cameras.
That all that that part, okay? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. So I don't put nothing past nobody. If you human, you capable of doing what's exactly taking place. Like I said, I will look at that for mom and daughter. I wouldn't take it lightly, and they should get others involved because the louder they get, not only will it help what's taking place with them, but it avoid others for not or speaking out when it take place with them, because this ain't the first time and it won't be the last.
Well, I'll say this. This is where you get your representatives involved. You know,
Put them to work. Absolutely.
this is where you get your state officials. This is why you vote them in, because this is state patrol. Get them state officials. This is where you contact them and send them what's going on and have them operate on your behalf, because this is right. This is diabolical.
Hey.
This is ego. This is psychological. Something is wrong with whichever one of those officers. They need to lose their job for this, because they went that little extra to show, not only can I abuse you, I'm going to send this letter because ain't nothing going to happen, and trying to make her feel helpless, even though she's screaming out. Hold on, even though she's screaming out to the media, she's reaching out to the media showing what happened to her, and he's sitting back in the cut. I'm gonna send her this birthday card. Sinister.
Absolutely.
You know, it ain't nothing you can do to me, basically.
It's sinister. It may seem harmless, King, but it's sinister. Okay. To send it, and like, you know, the Truth Nation state just stated, how her license, you can't find that, but here you go. I'm looking at this. It's a power trip. I would look at it as a threat because, again, this is a person or persons who guilty, first of all. But second of all, it's retaliation. Because so now you telling me that it just came out of thin air, but her license haven't showed up. It's lost.
Hey.
And one of the state troopers found it and just decided to send her a card. I mean, Tory.
Hey. See, like I said, the village. Hey, look, the village got to come together, because he used to doing stuff like this.
Absolutely.
This is something that is in his nature. You know, this is what they do. And how dare you try to speak out about what I did to you?
Come on. That part. And I would go as far as to say they need to check his mental record and how much abuse did happen.
And
everybody that was involved in that stop need to be investigated.
Hey, it's the
internal affairs is what I say.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on this situation. She sent me the birthday card, and I just looked at it, and I'm like, oh, no. Like, I already knew what time it was. I already knew that this male, and I don't know why they even let male officers rough up women. You know, we can't do it. You know, if you punching them in the face and getting all extra with them, you telling me you couldn't do actions that for 110 pounds, this woman 110 pounds, you got to go all extra, break her window out and beat her up like she a grown man. Like, see, I don't know what's the thin line between law enforcement and domestic.
A regular man.
It ain't even domestic abuse. It's assault at a certain point. When it comes to women and things that how they handle a lot of these women out here too.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation! Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement. Or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
The baked potato just became the main event. At Loaded Spud, we take comfort food and turn it into something bold. Fresh baked potatoes piled high with creative toppings like buffalo chicken, steak and cheese, and classic loaded favorites, all made fresh and built to satisfy. Big flavor, generous portions, no shortcuts. It's fast, affordable, and proudly local. Loaded Spud, Milwaukee's most unexpected comfort food. Stop in today at 789 North Water Street or visit online at www.letsgetloaded.online.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If you ain't know, I get the pesos.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown, it's been a long show today. We had a lot of powerful conversations, but I want to get your opinion on the situation with this 52-year-old female disabled, came to Milwaukee from Texas, she says, got it at into a facility that is managed by, I guess, Milwaukee Housing Authority. And it's on the south side. Ogla apartments. Somebody in the chat said it was on South 7th Street. Now, now I talked to her, and she said the maintenance man was the one that was sexually assaulting her. And she said she was so afraid that she would lose what she had because she was only paying a certain amount, and it was all she can afford. And she was, I guess, allegedly told that if something was said, that she would lose her place. And it took her a while to finally come out and tell what happened. But we got a picture. I want you to look at this picture. Now, if the police got this picture, I got a problem if they talk about they still investigating the situation. I showed this picture at the top of the hour, but she sent me this picture. If you watch this, we broadcast live. I'm going to show y'all the picture one more time for those that's just joining the situation. She said this man has been molesting her. Look at this. So she said this came from a Roku camera. This Hispanic man was look at his hand. Look at the hand, where the hand at. And in the apartment. And he was supposed to be the maintenance man. Now, the facility, no. She done made a complaint with the facility, with the disability people, with the police, made a police report, and she's saying she don't know what's going on.
And this man still got a job.
They say they don't even know his name. They say that may not even been his real name. This is allegedly what she's been telling me.
Okay,
I don't know if he undocumented. I don't know. I'm still.
If there was an investigation done, what the hell did they come up with the investigation? Because clearly he can be ID'd.
She got him on the Roku camera with his. Look where his hand at.
Exactly.
Now look at the walkie-talkie. He got the walkie. This he the maintenance. He the maintenance man because
how did he get in her apartment? First of all,
he got
without a key.
He the maintenance man.
That part. So we know he was hired.
Well, I don't know all the intricate details of this because I'm still digging. I don't know exactly all of the little details, but I know that she has made complaints, and I'm waiting to get the police complaint. She said she filed the complaint, and they didn't even write it down the first time. They had to come back and make the complaint.
This is it's above and beyond egregious. Okay. Who is the person who told her if she say something she was going?
The maintenance man. Allegedly, I don't know. The maintenance man is Hispanic, and that's why. And she said that they told her allegedly that they don't know his name.
You see how
are somewhere as a maintenance man and y'all can't get his name, his address. Which leads me to believe is he undocumented?
That's a hell of a question. That's a $1 million question. And then two, whether he's undocumented or not, they hired him.
That's what I'm saying.
And they need to be held accountable. Because once it's on their premises, like you're responsible for whoever this man is. And not only that, the question is, salute to this queen too. Because again, it's powerful for her to be wanting to put it out here, because I can guarantee you this sick bastard, this wasn't his first time. And once again, we're talking about individuals in our community being preyed on. That's inside her home where she's supposed to be safe.
She said this is a majority Hispanic facility, and it's only a few black people that live there. Like, this is what she said. And she said that she talked to the staff and everything. There's no secret. She been blowing a horn on this, and now she don't know what to do. So Tory, I need you to
did the right thing.
Yeah. So that's why
she came to the right man to get it done.
Like I said, this is crazy.
Absolutely.
Because I'm looking at. I got another picture from the Roku camera, but I don't want to show that because, I don't vote nothing. But this is the one I can show.
Absolutely disgusting. Who's ever over that management ought to be ashamed of their damn self. And not only
allegedly she's saying this is the Milwaukee Housing Authority. Allegedly, I mean, I gotta still.
We can't win for losing.
I'm officially on day 2.5 on this. So
get him, King. That's all I can say.
We keep peeling it back. She says, I have been raped, sexually molested by maintenance men for 4 months, and they are mad at me.
Of course. Absolutely. That's usually how it works. But I'm glad she had the courage enough not to stop telling and came to the right place to a man that's going to get it done. Because any sexual predator out here violating need to be put under the jail.
All right, well.
Somebody need to be held accountable.
Like I said, it's all kinds of stuff going on in our communities and people reaching out. You got the 19-year-old Essence that's being, they sent her a birthday card on her did it on her birthday. And she already on the news talking about how they broke her window, how they treated her rough and things like that.
Abuse of power.
And then somebody from the department sent her a birthday card talking about get your tags registered on her birthday.
See, but see, we're in the season of
hey, this woman. Go right ahead, Liz.
King, you know what? Hey, anytime we talking about like what's taking place in our community, King, it's irritating my soul because again, the people that we're supposed to go to, they're out here preying. Okay, preying on individuals, and then you have this elder who's living in a facility that's supposed to be safe. The question that I have, how many people that are in there that are who has dementia and things like that, how many have been violated and haven't said anything or haven't had the know-withal to put up Roku cameras? Again, this woman has recorded her own violation. She had to not only endure it, but set up cameras to see herself being violated.
I didn't even know.
And these people mad at her.
I didn't know Roku had a camera.
Hey, we do now.
I say we do now. And, the sad part about it is why she got to go to the extreme? Why do we got to go to the extreme to get something done?
Bare minimum.
That's crazy. It seems like when we want something done, we got to reach out to the mainstream media. It got to reach TMZ for something to be done about it.
Come on,
you got to scream so loud over something that could have been handled righteously when they get the right stuff. If I saw this picture and I know this maintenance man is coming into the apartment,
come on,
and he's touching. I got 4 pictures, but I only played the one. That one.
That's appropriate.
With his hand by her upper thigh. And he got the
didn't have no business.
Got the walkie-talkie on, got his whole face in the camera. Y'all, hey.
He there to maintenance the house, and he putting his hands on her. Like, come on, man. It's a sad day. Hey, the best word I can say, hide your wife, hide your kids, okay?
All right, Elizabeth Brown. Look, I appreciate you for tapping in. It's wild out here. Keep
it is. Protect yourself.
Hey, elders, look, get some cameras in your house. All my elders, if y'all taking care of an elder, put a camera in the house so you can watch it 24/7.
And if they got their right mind, get them registered, get them armed. Because he should have been carried out of there.
Hey. Well, Elizabeth Brown, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. It's always something.
Man, look here, King. Salute to you and thank you. Go get him, King.
Hey.
Go get him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, it's only 2 days and a half. We gonna work it through.
Go get him, King.
All right, Queen. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, salute.
All right, salute to everybody that joined the show in the chat. I appreciate y'all for tapping in today. Another powerful chat. Salute to everybody that joined out there in Radio Land. Look, every day is something that we got to make sure we on guard. Many times when I talk about the village, repairing the holes in the village, sometimes it look ugly. Sometimes when you got to go and regroup or rethink and reshape, you got to start fresh, and it kind of look ugly because it's a large mess. But inch by inch, everything is a cinch. That's what somebody told me, step by step. We gonna work it out. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. I'm Nick.
Today's Business Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is